Yes, part 2 of ELC's summer updates. And boy, do I have some more theories for us to test out today. First of all, as you saw in the thumbnail of today's video, a semi truck. In yesterday's video, I was commenting about how Lost basically said that the ambience audio had nothing to do with semi trucks or trains coming to Liberty County. But somebody made the comment saying that that never meant that trucks or trains wouldn't actually be ever coming to Liberty County. But I still stand with my theory that they're not going to be coming. But do you know what I think will be coming? Hold on, hear me out for a second. Motorcycles. I think motorcycles will be coming to ELC, or at least that it has a higher chance of coming than semi-trucks. And this is because a few updates ago, Liberty County added lawnmowers onto the civilian team. And might seem a little random, but listen to me, right? That may have been like a test of smaller civilian vehicles on the same team. So, there's no other small civilian vehicle on the Civ team. So, I guess the next smallest vehicle they could add would be a motorcycle. And that they were testing the waters with a small lawnmower, since it's not like a civilian job. It's actually a civilian vehicle that's drivable. So, motorcycles can be coming in part 2 of ELC's summer update. At least that's my theory so far. And another thing that I'm pretty sure would be the main reason you're even on this video is wondering when part 2 of the summer update will even come out. And guess what? I have a theory as well. Before I even tell you, let me show you something. Do you guys remember the date of when ELC first announced they were working on the summer update? June 7th. And when it released, June 21st, about 21 days from its announcement to its release, which is why I think it may take another 21 days before part 2 of the summer update comes out. And if you don't know when that is, it is basically July 15th to 17th, I believe, somewhere in that range, which means we could be seeing part 2 of the summer update this month, which was my original theory, but it's going to be in the middle of the month. So it's not going to be in the early, it's not going to be in the middle, it is going to be in the middle. It's not going to be it's not going to be late July, it's not going to be early July. I think it'll be middle July, or in the middle of July. So that's my theory of when the update will release, and comment your thoughts. Do you think you'll see will release maybe July 16th, maybe? Because that's going to be my guess. I'm going to stick with my guess for part 2 of ELC's summer update. I'm going to say it's coming July 17th based on what we have so far from when it was first announced to its actual release. 21-day difference, which means it took them 21 days to maybe start working on it. But then again, they could have started a little earlier before they made the announcement. But I am just saying that's my theory for the summer update. Prove me wrong, ELC. Please update it earlier than I am, or than my theory is guessing right now. Update it early July. I'll happily take part 2 of the summer update in 2 days. I'll take it rather than the middle of July. But I'll take anything right now, ELC. Please, just release part 2 once you got it done, and make sure you maybe test them bugs a little bit better. Now, another thing that could possibly be added in part 2 of the summer update are livery group locks. So, in part 1 of the summer update, ELC added a feature to where you can group lock teams. So, for example, you could have the sheriff team and then make a sheriff group livery on Roblox, connect the group ID to the sheriff team, and so only people in the group would be able to join into the sheriff team. And I'm thinking that maybe that could be the same method, but instead for car livery. So let's say you have some sort of staff vehicle that you only need 3 people to use, but you have all these random people who are using the cars when they shouldn't be. Well, simple fix, just connect a group lock to the livery, and only people in the same group would be able to use the livery. That's my idea, at least. I think it would help out so much. It doesn't only apply to staff teams as well. If you had some sort of special operations livery, or just any sort of whitelisted liveries, you could group lock them to a group, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything being connected, or anyone who shouldn't be using the vehicles using the vehicles. Now, another thing we need so badly in ELC is an upgraded phone. Now, listen, we've had this same phone since ELC's release in 2018, and I really don't think it's been updated like whatsoever, apart from the Valley Transit call, which nobody even uses. Nobody uses the Valley Transit call, so that was the most useless call update to the phone. So we need a real update to the phone. I think if they maybe did it like Greenville, to where you have multiple apps, you can control your home from your phone instead of having that UI on the top. You could control maybe your locking cars, because we need locked cars in ELC as well. If you could just pull up your phone and then lock your own car, make sure nobody else can get into it, that would also be pretty great to do. Like it makes sense for that as well. Like we can have an upgraded phone, maybe have some sort of navigation system like Greenville. So for example, if I'm on the highway and I want to get to, let's say, Three Guys, like it will tell me to go into Freedom Avenue, then to turn right until I'm at Three Guys or something like that. Just some basic directions to the spot I need it to take me. I think that'd be a pretty good idea for an upgraded phone. They could have like a house app, maybe a weather app as well, to show if it's thunderstorming, if it's just raining, or even foggy, or a bright, clear sky like we wanted for part 2 of the summer update. And now that's all my theories for. And those are all my theories for today's video of part 2 of the summer update. Let's get on to some suggestions and then a little sneak peek I have for you guys at the end of this video. Alright, starting off strong. Oh my goodness, let's look at this. First suggestion, add a parking garage collapse. This is a fire and EMS AI call. Probably would include PD2, but it would count on private servers, mainly in Maine. If you join the vehicle max, what am I reading right now? Oh my god. Instead, it's like a collapsed parking garage in which you have 2 parking garages, one in Springfield, one in River City, and it's kind of rarely used in the first place. I think if it was able to collapse like the bridge does, it would be a pretty cool addition. And then, oh my god, we'd have to save the cars that's stuck up there, which might be a little bit too much. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I should show that picture. And then you'd also have like a crane maybe to tow the cars at the top of the parking garage. And oh yes, the electricity falling call that this guy also suggested electrical tower AI call only for fire and dot to clean up and help people trapped in their cars. So I guess it would be on the sides of roads and the highways, and as you see, it'd be falling, maybe take down some trees nearby, block the roads. Dot and FD would maybe have to clear it, maybe remove the electricity pole, or even move it to the side. And look at the picture, that's the maybe cleaning whatever's remaining of the electricity pole on the highway, moving them out of the way. And this is a pretty nice suggestion. I think it'd be pretty cool to see a parking garage collapse and also an electricity tower collapse along with this new vehicle to help out with the parking garage, and maybe even with the towing of the electricity pole as well. Oh, this is great. Fix tier matchmaking roleplay servers, tier 1, 2, and 3. By letting us use a vote kit command or something that allows to have normal RP in tier 3 servers without tryhards. Oh, they're exposing the video that was playing at the start of me grinding right there. And like this guy with the M429 in an art throw bundle for a small hitbox. Dang. Tier 3 servers are becoming something like the beta version of Jailbreak. These servers are called roleplay servers, so allow us to make these roleplays in matchmaking servers. And that actually makes sense. Having like a kick voting system would be a great idea, but would probably also be I'm not sure with my mic unplugged, but I was talking about this. Oh my gosh. I think it would be cool if we had like maybe a day timer after you were vote kicked. Make sure it's not being abused and stuff, to make sure the guy isn't doing that. Hopefully my mic didn't unplug too long ago, because I'm not reading that again, bro. Police pursuit change. What is up with all the good suggestions today? When an officer presses Y in pursuit of a police car, it should automatically say in a radio, I'm in pursuit of insert car model name, year, color, and plate, and that the suspect is being chased will be visible on cops' mini-maps and will flash like the helicopter. So that will be visible on the mini-map for 1.5 minutes, okay? And the units chasing them will have a blue flashing outline of their icon saying, in pursuit, need backup. And oh my god, we need this. Because whenever you start in a pursuit, you can't really type on the radio. Because if you type on the radio, they'll be long gone. So we need something like a quick radio say, help me, I'm in pursuit. I can't type right now, but help me out. Here's the car model and the year. Let's get a bolo out for this guy. And please help me with the pursuit if you want to set up spikes or anything like that. Like, whenever I'm in a pursuit, it's so hard to type in I'm in a pursuit in the middle of a pursuit, which I guess makes sense, right? So this is all, oh my gosh, so many good suggestions today. That's all I can really say. Add a warn command, kick, and ban logs. How many times have they been warned, kicked, banned in game in that day in the server? Now, instead of a day, I think it should say for maybe like a year, because I know LC probably wouldn't want to spend all the resources on that. But it would really help with the moderation of a private server, just to see the warnings somebody would have, the kicks that they would have, and also the bans they would have. It would allow also for staff to not be too corrupt and maybe help out with that just a little bit. And this is also a great idea. Oh my god, what's with all the good ideas? And then what the heck is this edit, bro? What is this? Right underneath the moderation suggestion, we have this. So they have all the other teams, I guess. And did they replace the? Yeah, they replaced the dot team with the mod team. And oh my goodness, that is something with the Discord moderation logo. You know what? I think it's time for me to end off the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Part 2 summer update. Hopefully it comes out during my theory, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.